Hello, can you please state your name for us?
I am Ana Laura.
And where are you from?
I'm from São Paulo in Brazil.
Excellent. Can you briefly describe your family history?
Yeah, so my parents, they met in São Paulo. We lived there until I was born, and then we moved to a more small town called Vinhedo, and that's where I spent all my childhood. And I moved to the United States when I was 15 in order to get more opportunities and more education and security.
What are your thoughts on intermarriage?
I don't think that any race matters when it comes to people marrying. I think we can all make our thoughts valuable and worth. Doesn't matter who you were with.
Do you believe interracial marriages are beneficial for society?
Yes, I think it enriches cultures and it's bring variety and knowledge to everyone.
Do you think interracial marriage whitewash Hispanic culture?
I don't think so. I think there's a lot of ways that you can still be in your culture, like the food that you eat and stuff like that. I don't think it washes out, no.
Okay, do you see yourself dating outside of your race?
Yeah, as I said before, I have no problems with when it comes to people. I can still practice my beliefs and be in my culture even though I'm outside of my race.
What do your parents think of this issue?
My parents, they are also very okay with that. They don't really care. So yeah.
So, do you think marrying outside your race will separate yourself from your family in any way?
No, I am very related to my parents. I keep in touch with them every day, and however they feel like somebody in my life, it's how I feel as well. So I put their opinions at a very high importance in my life.
Does race play a factor in who you choose to date?
Nope, not at all.
Why do you think Latinos want to marry within the same race?
It's easier when it comes to the same culture of thoughts. You can communicate better. It's your language. You don't have to adapt to make things work, I guess.
Do you think that immigration plays a role in interracial marriage?
Yes, I know a couple people that married some people that can provide papers, so they could stay here. But maybe sometimes it's not only about that.
Do you consider yourself a Latina?
Yes, I am from Latin America. Brazil is not Hispanic because we don't speak Spanish. We speak Portuguese, so we don't consider ourselves Hispanics, but we are Latinos, yes.
Do you see any advantages or disadvantages to marrying someone from outside your race?
So advantage could be enriching yourself and kind of knowing another culture. But some disadvantage, for example, can be on the way that you want to continue your culture with your kids. For example, it would be a little bit harder to make them speak Portuguese or for them to understand some concepts that you do, and it will be easier for you to teach them with someone that it's the same culture as you.
Do you think you would face any type of discrimination from like your partner's family if you were to marry outside of a different race?
Yes, I think it can be very hard for them to understand, and sometimes they can portray us as oh, they don't just want to get their papers and then that's it. And sometimes you can say some stuff that can be interpreted in a different way in English, and it can be something that can cause some trouble.
How do you think society views interracial marriage?
I think that society judges a lot. So when they see things that are different, they tend to have a pessimistic view on it. But still, whatever it's true, it is true, and nothing matters.
Do you think that language barriers prevent interracial marriages, or do you think that love just blossoms regardless of language?
I actually know some friends that they're Brazilian, they date Americans and they don't speak that much English, and it works. The same thing was one of my ex-boyfriends when they came to meet my parents. My dad doesn't speak English at all, so they use Google Translate. So it works. Of course, it's a barrier, but there's all sources that we can figure it out and make it work.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time.